Good morning, good morning, good morning again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. As always, we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do the usual disclaimers, in the description box, folks, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to Judge Rotenberg Educational Center's so-called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused, so you know the drill. Read the article, share it on all your social media. Also included in there is NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding in case the JRC ever actually does see through with their threat. Trigger warning 1 will be discussed places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center and Agape Boarding School for Boys. You're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please make sure to go ahead and use your headphones. Trigger warning 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised, all right? Okay, so where we left off, right? Right. We also have reports of burns from individuals formerly at JRC as well as their parents. So this is regards to reports from survivors who have come forward and the parents who have come forward. In particular, Cheryl McCollins goes over the burns that Andre McCollins received, in particular during that infamous video back in 2002. And folks, she's got the medical ER pictures and documents to back it up, right? Evidence. It's a beautiful thing. At the panel meeting, one such parent described the burns their child acquired from ESD applications. Why am I not surprised? Not every parent drank the Kool-Aid, thank God. And for those parents who didn't, who are coming forward and you're fighting right alongside your kids, I love y'all. All right? You have no idea. The individuals who were interviewed by FDA staff shared their negative experiences at JRC and similarly reported burns that they attributed to the use of ESDs. In sum, the literature, panel meeting proceedings, INSEAD report, and individual anecdotal reports support the conclusion that the ESDs present the risk of tissue damage, including skin burns. So essentially, they are telling you, yes, we did listen to witness stories, even those who didn't actually have the medical documentation or pictures to go along with their tell. And the reason why we give those more weight than the poor souls you dragged in there to sing your praises is because even for those who do not have the medical documentation and the parents who don't have it, you've got a slew of others who came forward with identical stories with the medical documentation and pictures to back it up. When is an accusation not just an accusation? When evidence is lacking. When you've got multiple individuals with damn near identical stories. But here's where it differs for those who've been following the Manson case. Let me tell you why this is a little bit different than just a bunch of people lining up to accuse people. Because it's not just accusations. Okay? When a story, a, when you come forward with your story, but you don't have medical documentation, but there are multiple students who went to that school just like you with the same damn story, with the medical documentation which backs up not just your story of the abuse, but of the tissue damage, among other things, it left behind. And that medical evidence, those ER docs, the surveillance video footage, when all of that lines up one by one by one by one in a row, that's when those stories start getting a little bit more weight. You see, the FDA did not determine risk of skin damage like the JRC would have you believe, just going off survivors' stories, and you're just being influenced by the almighty neurodivergent movement. Jesus Christ, do y'all hear yourselves? We're not Rupert Murdoch, all right? Jesus. Just saying. It's stating here quite clearly that they came to that conclusion after reviewing the evidence from multiple different formats, professional opinions from ER doctors, ER documents, surveillance video footage, ER documentation in the form of photographs taken after the student had been taken to the hospital. These are the things that will help you to develop a clear picture of what that device is doing to those kids. Far more than the poor soul the JRC drug in with their Kool-Aid drinking parents, strung up on that shock the color device to sit there to say almost verbatim Dr. Matthew Israel's manifesto or else. All right? Pretty clear. We're going to close out on that. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time this morning. As always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea do hope you have a good one. I'll see you for the last video in a moment. Bye-bye, everyone.